Kickstarter Pickstarters for this week. Some real fun, good ones, I think. Kick us off with one that was on our most anticipated games list for this year.
Yes, it's finally here, Rambo from Everything Epic Games. We talked about this before in our video you mentioned, as well as we actually got to preview at Gen Con. This is based off the classic Rambo movies. You will be playing as Rambo and other characters going through missions. It has this really cool stealth aspect we liked. About like making sound, and enemies will come towards that sound, so you can actually use that to your advantage, not as simple as some of the other games where you just get punished right away, which definitely brings that cool military. It pulls from a lot of different series. You can take a look because of, you know, expansions, stretch goals, all these great minis. I mean, if you like Rambo, this is definitely something you really should look at.
I'm curious, as long as we're talking about movies, are you a Rambo fan? Have you seen any of the Rambo movies?
I actually haven't. I know, let everyone hate on me. I'm a terrible movie person.
Nah, I mean, I don't, who cares? I've seen the first one, the original, which I think is pretty good, and I've just never really had any desire to watch the other ones. From what I've heard, they get the first one is very kind of dramatic and serious, and I think they become a little campier and a little more action heavy, as opposed to the first one is more like just like a Vietnam War drama, kind of. But yeah, I don't know. But it looks, as people who aren't big Rambo fans, we are big Everything Epic fans, and it does look really cool for that.
I mean, they do hit it out of the park most of the time for us, so yeah. I'm definitely excited. If
you're a Rambo fan, let us know how you feel. Is it true to the nature of the films? I don't know. That one's for $60 for the core box. I think there's also an expansion add-on you can get, a bunch of other stuff.
A lot of stuff. Like I said, take a look.
Big old stuff. All right. Now, the next game is called Uboot. And this is a game based on World War II German submarines, not based on the movie Das Boot, but that's another classic.
Are we just going to try to tie movie into everything now?
Now we are. It's been written and it will be done. So the way I would pitch this game, it kind of looks like a cross between Captain Sonar and XCOM. So it's fully cooperative. Everybody's on one submarine working together. There's this really crazy 3D model of a submarine. It kind of looks like one of those cardboard 3D puzzles they used to make back in the day. And you have little figures that are moving between the stations. And everybody has a different role. You can be the captain or the navigator, what have you. And everybody has kind of their own little individual worker placement where you each have your own crew you're managing. And depending on where they are, they can do different actions. The navigator, charts your course. Engineers working on the mechanics. Like XCOM, very specialized roles. And like XCOM, there's an app. And one guy is managing the app, which has a bunch of stuff going on, including 3D renderings of where you're like looking through a periscope and your gyroscope looking around, and there's enemy AI and background music and all kinds of stuff incorporated in that. Looks really cool. My one little quibble is, I'm sure it's not finalized, but from what they showed of the app, it does look kind of has this old 90s PC game looking feel to it. It doesn't look real appealing and slick, so I kind of hope that there's more that they're not finished with yet that makes that look cooler. But other than that, the game looks pretty neat. If you like submarines and that kind of history, it goes for $90. It's a big old 3D cardboard submarine thing. That's Uboot. All right. Now we got an expansion.
Yep.
For Valaria Card Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Shadow Veil.
Yes, this brings a whole new grouping of monsters, plenty of new monsters, heroes, other stuff. I enjoy this a lot for games particularly like Valaria. Legendary is also like this, where there's sort of lots of groups, and each game you can choose which groups you want, whether you just want to try new ones, whether you want to really be this is the very offensive group of people and stuff. So it's always fun to get these new things. Plus, they come with dividers and fit really nicely in there.
For people who don't know Valaria Card Kingdoms.
Oh, right.
What's that?
It is a dice building engine game where you will be actually using getting characters who will give you rewards on either your turn or your opponent's turns whenever the dice are rolled. So pretty much choosing which cards. But there's more than in the base. I think it only comes. I can't remember if the base comes with more because I pretty much got everything at once. But you can get more groups, so you might play with different groups that might make more offense or more magic. And so you can really customize your games to fit how you want each game to play out.
Yep.
in addition, this actually comes with a new thing called artifacts. So you get an artifact to start with, or relic, I think actually is the word. And they might give you things like, I think the one was you may, for an action, gain a shield and attack a monster. So it might sort of bend you which way you want to try to build your team, your engine.
That's cool. It's always nice sometimes to have one of those, help you figure out what your opening strategy might be before the game starts. Yeah, Valaria, we're fans of Card Kingdoms, and this new expansion is $24. I'm sure that there's an option to buy the base as well included in this.
Oh, there's all this fun stuff.
Yeah, so you can look out for that, Valaria Card Kingdoms Shadowveil. Finally, this one I just thought was really cool. It's the Tokaido Art Book. Did you happen to catch this one?
I did.
You did. So Tokaido is a game that we've played and enjoyed, and it's got a lot of very beautiful, like Japanese-inspired Zen-looking artwork of animals and nature.
In essence, the point of the game is to have, I want to say, the best trip.
Yeah, the best
as you travel
vacation.
from Tokyo to Edo, or the other way around, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And do that, you'll be stopping at like hot springs, making art, getting food, and has a lot of beautiful art throughout the entire game. And this book is showcasing it all.
Yeah, this was actually, they had released it as a PDF for backers of a previous campaign, and people just really wanted a physical version. So they're making it, and I think it's great. I would love it. I would love to see more board games follow suit. I think Kickstarter is a great place because this is definitely more of a niche thing.
I will say that I looked at it, and they have some pledge levels that include pieces for a game. Like you can get exclusive characters to use in the game.
That's always a good perk. The book itself, it's hardcover. It's $43. Lots of cool stuff in there if you want to check that out. If you're a fan of the game, or even if you just like cool board game art for your coffee table. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you're weird. Those are our Kickstarters. I hope you like them. If you enjoyed this video, it was just a snippet of our full-length podcast, which you can find on our YouTube channel every week. So please go ahead, like, and subscribe for more board game-related content coming at you in the future.
And don't forget to check out rollforcrit.com, where we actually sell a lot of the games we talked about, as well as post news and all our other videos. Until then, I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes, and this is Roll for Crit.